Okay, hello everyone.
Sunshine.
Welcome back. Yeah, look at this stuff. We haven't had it for a week or so. But yeah, thanks for coming back, guys. Lovely to see you. This week we have an update on Luke and Sarah's engine for their excavator. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Nearly done with that one. We have a delivery of some roofing materials for a project that we didn't really tell you about. But yeah, another one we've added to the list. Also, I'm making a table for the office. So, the wife says she wants it blue. Blue it will be. For your room, for the office, it's a sewing table, so it's deliberately narrow so she can work both sides of it and all that stuff, all that sewing-y thing that goes on. Yeah.
And also, well, I was going to say, just because last week we took down a few pine trees, so this week we're
planting a few trees as well.
not pines.
Not pines, no nut trees and stuff. And I'll be making some cupboard doors for the office as well to get that all finished. So here it goes. The doors for the office, yeah, the two cupboard doors. And Andrew's doing a layered lime cheesecake.
Don't know how this is actually going to fit, so this is quite a... Hopefully. This will also see how level your...
So stick around and see what happens. Okay, so here goes. Pump fitted with the timing marks correct, so they're all now AA, BB, CC, all lined up, yeah? Pumps in. So, rocker cover all nice and clean. Not a new gasket as I've explained before. I've cleaned off all the silicone that was on there. So we'll just pop that one on. And I'll find the bolts. Just keeps everything clean inside there, but I'll bolt this down now and tip the engine up and do the other bits. Supposed to be gas powered. Oh yeah. Ooh. Fancy. Shaking. Okay everyone, a quick explainer on the engine for Luke and Sarah. Obviously it should be that way up, but I put it on its end to do all this stuff up here. So it's all done. Engine's all back together, everything's all nearly there, apart from there's a few bits to put on, which I need to put the bottom on first, the sump, But the problem is, as you can see, the gasket fits lovely here, fits lovely here. Oh, it's a bit long, so I'm either going to put a keyway joiner in here, yeah, cut this and put a jigsaw puzzle link in it, move this back, or Luke is going to see if he can get another gasket. But yeah, that's all that. I've obviously cleaned this up now, but that's all that's stopping us putting the bottom on. And then the engines and all the rest of the peripherals, the hydraulic pump and fan and alternator and stuff like that. But yeah, all done. So we're going to sit there now until Luke's ready for it after Christmas, I think. But yeah, all back together. So here it is. Long sheet, 6 meters long from Fundasso for the new carport, basically to replace the old one because it's falling down. Wish we could have these as well, but maybe not. So it's just the sheets on top. Cool. So just thought I'd better do a quick explainer about all this stuff. Hang on. So yeah, all these roof sheets, they're 17 6 meters long, and then two 1.12 long, which are just the clear ones. Yeah. So what we're going to do, see this structure here, which is our sort of carport thing. It's just to give shade for the cars, and it works very well. Unfortunately, I'll show you, this one doesn't give too much in the way of waterproofedness. Hang on a minute. So as you can see, we have a few holes and a few drips, and well, poor tractor's getting wet. Yeah, but these are the old sheets that were over the lavanderia, basically. And seeing that we sold our truck and we have ever depleting amount of money. So what we're going to do is, with this area, because it's all untidy and stuff, I'm going to use these windows in the structure, but I'm making a barn here. So instead of having poles there and there, and the other side there and there, these are going to be solid walls, and then the carport bit, so this just like a roof basically, will be over there. So all this is going to go, all these, the bits of wood, etc. Obviously the RBCs we're going to be put in place. This area we're going to take out with this one grapevine here, the big one. Try and replant it, but probably not. It probably won't last. And so make it so when you drive in, you can drive into underneath the carport, which will keep the cars out of the sun. Keeping them out of the rain's not a problem. It's the sun really is the big issue. But yeah, so that's a project we may not have mentioned, but yeah. Here it goes. So I've cleaned up the ends. I put another level here to make it more stable, but also you can put some timber in there now and make a shelf at that low level shelf there. Bit of a support in the middle here. Yeah, and then a nice long table because Ange wanted a long table. Put a sewing machine on so she can make pretty summer dresses and stuff. You never know. Yeah, so all we have to do now is sand it down a bit and paint it. And then may leave the top like this, nice and smooth. I'll sand it off, I think. Yeah. So, the wife says she wants it blue. Blue it will be. So now, as you can see, the table's all painted. I'm painting the shelves that go under the table and the top of the table. So I need to turn this over now and paint the bottom, and then do another coat on the top. Yeah. So here it goes. What have we got going on?
We have a macadamia.
Okay.
And a female pistachio.
Female, right?
Yes.
Oh,
well, I'm
going by the pink.
Going by the pink.
Pink tapes. Okay.
These are kindly bought for us by my sister and brother-in-law, so thank you very much, Matt and Shona. We are now planting them. But to go with the pistachio, we have bought another two. We have bought another female and another male.
How do you know? How do you know? Look, there's no. Oh, it says macho.
So, and that one says femina.
Femina. Okay.
So these guys we'll begin to put them along here. We already have a little cherry that's come up. So we'll do the macadamia, female pistachio, male pistachio, female pistachio.
Cool.
So hopefully we'll have lots of nuts soon. So hopefully the ground's a little bit softer due to the amount of rain we've had. How is it, darling?
Yeah, soft. Honest. That.
Looking good, isn't it?
Yeah, let's get the other shot.
Looking good, isn't it?
Yeah, let's get the other shot. we'll just check that for depth. So yeah, pretty good. You
Yeah.
want the plant, base of the plant wants to be lower than ground level slightly, so it collects a bit of water. That's fine. Just dig it out by hand. Okay. So we're going to add a bit of compost to this. Give it a fighting chance.
Well, it's going to get well watered in anyway.
Yes.
We've got heavy rain again due this afternoon. So give that a little tweak.
Oh, a bit more, I think. How's that?
Yay. So it's far enough away from the goats as well so they can't eat it.
Always a good thing.
Yes, goats are lovely, but they do tend to eat everything.
Yes. So in some ways a good thing, and in other ways not.
Unless you want all your foliage really well trimmed.
So there we go. I'll put some soil back. Without roots.
I'll go and get some leaf mulch in a bit when they're all planted, and they can all have a good layer of mulch around them then.
Yeah, and then we top dress it with every now and again, in the spring especially, a bit of pig poo. I'll do it the world of good.
Got a bit of chicken pig mix. Peel it in.
There you go, 17 stone on that, should be fine.
There we go. Brilliant. Well done, babe.
I wrote you a song, if I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper, would it make any difference? Would it change for the better if I wrote you a poem, if I posted a letter? Is it maybe because I never knew quite where I was, then suddenly you told me, baby, you're lost, but I am too. Whatever the cost, we'll make it through. Tell me you're the one for me now, 'cause what am I supposed to do? If you are not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do. If I told you that I don't know where I'm going, don't know what to say, but I go without knowing. If I told you that I don't know what to believe in, don't know how to pray, but I pray anyway.
So there we have it, macadamia and a female pistachio, a male pistachio and another female pistachio. I will be trimming around these with a trimmer just to keep them clear all the time. But there you go, thanks guys. So that's presents from Matt and Shona, and then a couple of super thanks we've had. More trees, every super thanks a tree.
Or buy me a coffee.
Or buy me a coffee, yeah. So, all good, thanks guys. There you go. So, here it goes. The doors for the office, yeah, the two cupboard doors. Basically made them out of treated 3x2 that I had here, cut them in half, so these are, you know, strong enough for what we're doing. And the facings are the same as the skirting board and the cupboard and everything in the games room, so everything's going to match. Basically I made these frames, the doors for the right size, but they have I put a diagonal brace in them, yeah, to stop any movement, and so it's really solid. You always brace the door from the hinge side, so if you're going to put the hinges on this side, the brace needs to go from there to there, which stops this end falling down. Yeah, I just made these, I haven't glued them or anything, I've just took two screws in the end, right down into this timber, and then on the brace side of things, I'll put a screw down here, down into the brace to pull it up this way, and a screw in there to bring it over this way, so it pulls it tight into the corner. So there, so I'm going to crack on and clad the big one now, and hang it so you can see what it looks like. I've just laid it on the floor there. This is obviously the bottom corner it's hinged from. The cladding that I've just roughly sanded off, I'm going to lay it out on there, and we'll see where it fits the best, basically. But basically all I'm going to do is take this Pazload IM65A angled brad nailer, or finishing nailer, gas powered, and just nail these in with 40mm brads, just like that. And then we'll carry on and do the whole lot. So, as you know, there's the door. Looks like it's fitted. Everyone knows the saying. Sorry. as I was saying, everyone knows the saying, measure twice, cut once, yeah? Then you don't get cock-ups like this. So here's the door, tight in the corner, not quite, but nearly. There, tight in the corner, okay? Whoops. Whoops. It's that much too wide. Which isn't a problem. I'll just mark it where it needs to be cut. Cut it off straight down there, and then put that end back on. I have no idea how that happened, but there you go. So there we go, that's the door trimmed now and fitting in the hole. I haven't done the hinges here yet because I'm running out of time, and I have to, like I said, I have to go and see what Ange is doing in the kitchen. So, oh, babe, what you up to?
Who knows? Layered lime cheesecake.
A layered lime cheesecake.
Apparently.
Is that like a really posh version?
I have no idea. I haven't made it yet. Buttery biscuit base.
Okay, so you've got digestive biscuits.
Actually, I'm using sort of like oaty wholemeal biscuity things.
Uh-huh.
But I'm putting in some
Ground
ginger.
Okay.
Just to spice it up a little bit.
Give it a bit of a gingery flavour because we're struggling to find ginger nuts here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not the sort of.
Wow, that thing does a really good job. What is it?
It's my mixery thing.
Oh, oh yeah.
I always do that, tip it out in this little glaze on top as well. So do this in 2 batches. So it's 250 grams of biscuits, ginger nuts ideally, but if not, any favourite biscuit. I don't know if it worked with Oreos. Right, so that's got the. Yes. Okay, so into that I've got 125 grams of melted unsalted butter. So I'm just going to tip that in. And that is our buttery biscuit base. So I just mix this lot up and put it in the dish. So that's that all mixed up. So I'll just tip it into there. There's a bit of shadow there, sorry. Okay, so that's that all pretty evenly spread out. So that's going to go and sit in the fridge for a little bit while I make the filling. Right, I haven't got real double cream unfortunately, but thank you Jackie and Cyril for bringing over some Elmley for us. So I'm just going to tip this into this bowl, make sure I get the right bowl, and then that's going to be, give it a quick whisk up. There's a couple of little crumbs from the buttery biscuit base, but as it's all going to go into the same thing, I'm not too worried about that. Going to give this a whisk up. So as you can see, this is just starting to go. So that's fine.
Just starting to go what?
It just starts to peaky.
Okay.
Right. I've got cream cheese, so that's going into my bowl, hopefully, she says. Bloop. Make things easy, can I? We've got 3 of these packs to go in. So that's 600 grams of cream cheese. The recipe that I'm following calls for 100 grams of icing sugar, but I'm actually only putting in 70 because I always like to reduce my sugar a bit. I'm sure it doesn't really make that much difference considering what this is made of, but it makes me feel better. I can have a bigger slice. So that was pre-laid out. And into that then, I also put in, clean off my spatula a bit more. The zest of 3 limes. There's actually quite a lot in here.
That is a lot.
Yeah. And
This could be really limey.
I expect it to be really limey because these are our own limes. So they...
Yeah, we're using up the last of them.
Yes. Which is why we've got a variety, because some of them are really ripe. So when a lime is really ripe, it goes yellow. So you need to mix this up together now. Right, so I'm now going to add in the cream. This is, even though I haven't tasted this as it is, it's just looking like I just really want to just eat it all. But is that Mr. Saunders?
No.
So I've got enough hands to do this.
Do you want me to hold the bowl?
Yeah. Thank you, kitchen assistant.
KP.
Yeah. I'm going to need a new spatula. This one isn't terribly good now. Right. So I'll whisk this lot together. Okay, so this lovely mixture is now getting, oh look at that, just tipping it out, it just feels really light and fluffy.
Okay, what are you doing there now?
Right, we've got a glaze that goes on top of this sort of cheesecakey
Thing.
Because I didn't have a spring form cake tin.
Shopping list.
And I've used a tart.
A flan dish.
Flan dish, basically. It's not very deep, so I'm reducing the amount of glaze to put on top because it should be layered. You should have a biscuit layer, then a cheesecakey layer, and then this glaze layer, which is a pale green sort of jelly almost.
Very limey.
And limey. So I'm only using, the original recipe called for 4 sheets, I'm only using 2, and we're going to soak that in cold water for a few minutes, and then make the glaze.
Cool.
Okay, I've had 100 ml of water here and it's warmed up nicely.
100 ml. That's half of what the recipe should
yes,
be.
Yes, because so we're doing. So into that, we're adding the zest and strandy bits. Cause,
I cut them.
I cut them. From 3 limes. So they're going into the water. This is going to be so limey. Should have dug out my other spatula. That's it, because these are our own limes. A couple of them are quite ripe, so they actually go yellow, so that's why it may look like we've got some yellow in here, but it is actually lime and not a lemon. So we've got 50 grams of caster sugar. So it's going in as well. And the juice, now this juice was from the 3 limes that I zested earlier. So that goes in like so. And then we also have the some of the juice of the 3 limes that Nick kindly zested and stranded for me.
I don't know if you'd bung that flesh in as well, should we?
Oh, put a bit of fibre in. That'll be good for you.
God, it smells really limey.
It's lovely, isn't it? I don't know what it is about limes. They're so much more potent. I mean, lemons are fabulous, but limes are like really...
Luckily, we've still got one left for G&T, so...
Oh, yes. Gosh, that's a very good... Right, so this little concoction I'm going to put back on the heat, because we need to get this... I can never remember which ones are right. So we need to get this simmering gently.
Sorry about this. This is, I'm doing a lamb stew.
Shall I lift up the lid and show you?
Go on and let's have a look. It's very hot.
Yes, I know, hence the... How's it? Whoa. Right,
yes,
that's it.
Yeah.
Ideal. This is simmering away nicely now, so we will turn that one off. And then, right, I'm now going to get out my little gelatin sheets and just give them a squeeze. These are so weird. Give them a shake.
Let me see them. Hold them up.
Right.
Wow, okay.
Right, so they're going to go in now. And hopefully dissolve.
Be a bit weird else, wouldn't it?
Well, it'd make an interesting texture in your food, I suppose. Right, so the gelatin sheets are all nicely dissolved now. Now what's going to happen, we're going to strain it through a sieve. Like so. That'd be nice in your gin.
A bit sugary and gelatine-y, perhaps.
Maybe. It might make it all set weird. Right, so that then needs to just cool down a little bit, and then we'll put it on top of the cheesecakey thing that's currently in the fridge, and then that will have to set
Overnight.
8 hours or so, and then we've got cheesecake for breakfast.
Cool. Okay, so cheesecakey layered thing. We'll probably have a look at that in the morning and get it into the edit before the video goes out. So, yep, we'll do that. In the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your likes, thanks for your subscribes, thanks for the super thanks we've had this week, awesome. And also, I just want to say
a big, huge thank you to everybody who's contacted us, giving me some mincemeat recipes. I've got absolutely loads, and there's lots of similarities.
So we're going to try more.
So yes, we might be minced meat out after a while, and what we will do, I will be making some, and yeah, watch this space to see what happens. But yeah, anything like that is brilliant, and also any random suggestion, which may be a bit of a weird thing to say, something that's a little bit different that you'd like me to try to have a go at making for you. Stop laughing, you.
Anyway,
you never know how it turns out with my baking.
In the meantime, we'll see you in the morning. We've just used our last lime for a couple of nice G&T. So cheers, everyone.
Cheers, and thank you so much.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. And don't forget, ring that little notification bell. Ding ding. Okay, so here comes the lime thing.
I've just taken this out of the fridge.
Uh-huh.
What's this, Mr. Saunders?
Oh, bloody dogs.
Really? I'm sure if I did DNA, I don't know, CSI stuff on it, I wonder whose would be on there. Right. Don't know how this is actually going to fit, so this is quite a... Hopefully. This will also see how level your kitchen...
Worktop is?
Yeah.
Absolutely spot on. Ish.
Now the dodgy thing is, I've now got to carry this to the fridge.
Oh yeah. Sorry everyone, no time for the finished lime cheesecake, but I promised I'll show you next week. Yeah, run out of time. So here goes a little wet friend. Whoa, calm down.
Oh, that's...
Hey?
Oh, it's looking so much better.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute, let me get... There.
Little collared dove.
Yeah.
Right,
Right, don't chuck him over the pond.
Go on, mate.
You're free.
I'll put him up there. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's not getting off my hand. Go on. Go on. I've done a poo, thanks.
It's appreciation.
Got a friend for life.
That's it now. We have a pet collared dove.
Go on, mate. Go down there, please. It's like a magician's dove. Mate. Come on, you've got to make a break for yourself. Aha.